Howdy my people, welcome back to my channel. How are you guys doing? How are you? Hello, hi, his aestheticness here, and today I have another recipe video. If consistency was a person, I say, if consistency was a person, it would definitely, most definitely be me. Be me. I take the crown for consistency. Mr. Consistency 2022 goes to Chef Regan. Anyway, I deviated. Today's today's video is a recipe video, and I'll be making something that you guys have been demanding for the longest time. I'll be making beef samosas. I'm hoping you guys are excited for that, and I am actually very pumped to make them and to eat them because I am a foodie. I love eating, I love food. So yeah, let's get right into it. Welcome and enjoy. So we're going to start by prepping the spring onions. I have fresh spring onions. I almost rubbed, but yeah, you'll get it. I want to start by making very fine chop them finely. I was actually taught how to make samosas. What am I saying? I was taught how to make samosas with a lady called V. What is her Instagram handle? I'll be sure to pin them down below. So she taught me how to make samosas, and that is the way I'm going to show you guys today. That is the only way I know how to make samosas. I don't know any other way how to make samosas. So yeah, she taught me how to make samosas. Shout out to UV. She does outside catering services. Other than that, she's a chef who offers outside catering services, house calls, and so much more. You should check her out on Instagram. Give her all your monies. Give her all your monies. All your money. And the apron I'm wearing was gifted to me by my squaddies. My ladies, they gifted this to me on my birthday, and I really love it. It says Chef Regan Otieno, cheers to new adventures. I love it. So what are the feelings you guys love in your samosas? I love my samosas meaty, as I said initially. Very meaty, with enough meat, as much meat as possible. I love a cheesy samosa as well. I wouldn't mind a cheesy samosa, especially one with mozzarella. Woo! A stringy cheesy samosa. I love chicken samosas. I love beef samosas. I also love vegetable samosas, but the one I love best is chicken samosas because they just tend to be a lot more flavorful to me. That is my point of view. I don't know about you. So yeah. Tell me in the comment section what samosas do you like? There's beef, there's vegetable, there's cheesy samosas, and there are chicken samosas as well. Let me know which one you love best. I personally love beef samosas chicken samosas, because they tend to be a lot more flavorful as compared to the rest. Plus you can really play along with the rest. So yeah, you can really play along with the chicken samosa. You can really infuse a lot more flavor, a lot more textures really, no flavors with the ingredients. You can play around with so many ingredients, and yeah, end up with a magical chicken samosa. I'm not saying that you can't end up with a magical any other samosa other than the chicken samosa, but I'm saying I'd rather have a chicken samosa to all the others. Yeah, that is pretty much it. Let's get done chopping this, and then we move to the next thing. So after the spring onions, we're going to move to the coriander. We're going to prep the coriander as well. The Vitungus are stinging my eyes, but we gotta do what we gotta do. So we finna turn up. Let's get to chopping the coriander. And yeah, I can't wait to have the samosas. After all the suffering, a good meaty samosa would be good reward. So yeah, let me get that chopping. I don't want to nick off my finger. Is it nip off? What is that? What do you say? What do you say to that? Like, okay, I don't want to cut my finger. Let's just go straight to the point. So guys, I'm done prepping the ingredients, and yeah, this is a jar I was gifted by some explorer. This is the jar I was telling you guys about. He gifted me this for one of my birthdays. I don't know which one exactly it was. So yeah, let me run you guys through the ingredients. Here we have spring onions, and I love onions, so they're quite a number, quite a bit. And then this is the minced meat, and then coriander, garlic. This is the garlic press. I'll be using that for the garlic, to press the garlic into the meat. I love soy sauce. I really love soy sauce. So soy sauce, because I love soy sauce. And actually you can go in with any ingredient that you like, so feel free to go in with whatever ingredients you love, whatever spices you love. I don't like it's not that I don't like black pepper. I am allergic to black pepper, so you won't be seeing a lot of it in the spices I use. So yeah, I already mentioned the soy sauce. So this is what is this exactly? Curry powder. I love curry powder. I love me some curry powder. This is paprika for the color. It barely has taste, but it gives it an amazing color. This is Pilau masala. This is a secret ingredient that I started using in my samosa fillings, because it gives it this vavavoom that I really love. And then there is garlic powder, because I'm extra, and some salt. So yeah, that's about it. Tell me you're Kenyan without telling me you're Kenyan. Adios. Let's get into wrapping the meat. So go in with the water. A little bit goes in a long way. Go in with the rosemary for the freshness. Also go in with the garlic as well. This contributes a lot in the freshness of the infusing freshness in the meat. And then stir in to infuse the flavor. After the water has reduced, go in with the onions that you already cut. Then continue stirring so that they reduce beautifully. I've also not removed the twig of rosemary just yet, because I want to maximize the flavor in it as much as possible. Now I want to go in with the spices. I love soy sauce, so soy sauce, and go in with a little bit because it's salty. So a little bit goes a long way. Curry powder, because I love curry powder. I really love curry powder. Again, a little goes a long way, so go in with that. Paprika for the color. It barely has flavor in it, but for the color, we're here for the color. Next is pilau masala. This is a secret ingredient that I really love. It's optional. I love it, so yeah. Then garlic powder, because I am extra. Mian's is very extra. So yeah, cook your spices. Remember to cook your spices. That's why I'm adding them in at this particular point. Then I'll let them cook. I'll let the onions reduce, and after that I'll go in later on with the dania. As I was telling you, I go in finally with the dania, and that's about it. So I'm done making the fillings for the samosa, and now we're moving into the dough. Here I have 2 cups of flour. I used this measuring cup. It says 1 cup 250 ml. So I put 2 cups of flour. Then I'm going to put a half a teaspoon of I'm going to be using measuring spoons to put half a teaspoon of salt into the flour. That's about right. Then from there I'll go in with as much water as needed. So for this flour, I don't usually measure, but for you guys, I'm gonna do this for you. I'm doing this for you. So if you haven't subscribed, if you've not subscribed, you're doing me dirty. You're doing me very dirty. See me putting myself all through this for you. Measuring, looking for quantities for you guys. Ebu subscribe, Mazi. Subscribe. Let me give you a minute to subscribe. I'm waiting. Still waiting. I'm still waiting for you. Okay, so shall subscribe. So yeah, I'm thinking half a cup of water is going to be enough for this dough. So let me grab my half a cup, then put the water, and then we proceed. So here's my half a cup measuring cup, and I'm going to put in the water. I'm assuming this will be enough. I usually use my instincts, but then for you guys I'm going to measure. Start off by mixing in the salt into the flour, and I'll do that quickly as we go on. Mix in the salt until it's well incorporated into the salt. Make sure to scrape the bottom of the bowl as well. Then I don't know, I just do this because it's fancy, and plus I'm a kid at heart. Go in with the water and then mix in. It was a very bad idea to just put in all the water, but I'm hoping it won't be too much. But chef's instincts tell me that the water won't be too much. So yeah, I was right, kind of. Half a cup of water is not enough water for this, so I'm going to put in another half a cup, or I think I want to go down. But so that it's easy, let me just put water into half a cup, and I'll try and come up with the quantities for you guys. So you want to put in water until it's just the dough has just come together. You don't want to have too much water in there. So for the second half a cup, I'm going to put in bit by bit. Put in water bit by bit as you mix it. You want to put in water until the dough just comes together. After the dough comes together, that is it with the water. Water. Well, whatever tickles your fancy. Water. I think water does it for me. Yeah, that's about right. So we used half a cup of water and almost half this second half a cup of water. Does that make sense? Like I've used one full half a cup of water, then I've used almost halfway. I've used this up to almost halfway. The second half is almost halfway. So yeah, try and do the math. One full half a cup of water and another half. So I think you can use a quarter cup. You can put half a cup of water and another quarter cup. I'll come up with the quantities and put it down in the description box. And this is enough that our dough has come together, and that is the end of the water adding process. And yeah, we move to the rolling process. Roll out the dough and make the balls. Yeah, that sounds so inappropriate, but yeah, you get it. So guys, I'm done with the dough process. Well, that will have to stay there. What was I saying? I'm done with kneading the dough, and I'm going to make them into small balls like so, and I'm going to show you that you can. You just pull the dough, you pinch a good amount of dough from the whole dough, then you push it through your hands like that, and you put it onto your worktop. I don't know if you got that. Let me take a sizable dough, then you push it through, put your hands together like this. So you just push it through here. What you do, put it here, then you push it through like that. Going to do that again. Take a sizable dough, then push through the dough through your hands like that. Try and come up with as many like doughs that are almost same in size. So again, like that, and be patient with yourself, because with time you're going to be a pro at it, just like me. You're going to be a pro at it like me. So I'm going to be making small balls that I'll be using that I'll roll out and then make the pockets. So yeah, these are like 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are 8 balls. Let me get done there with that, then get ready for the next process, and I'll be back. So guys, we are done with making the dough into balls, and now I want to proceed to rolling it out, and I've just forgotten the rolling. I've just remembered I need to get the rolling pin, very important. So what you're going to do is take one ball. Well, I don't have any other thing to say other than ball, so please don't be inappropriate. Don't be inappropriate. Take one ball, then roll it out like so. It's you just okay, whatever this thing is called. Widen it. I can't. Yeah, wakonya uru. Itemo. What? Now my mind is just programmed to speak in Kitalu because I've been speaking in Kitalu. Anyway, take one ball, roll it, open it like this. Then you put it. You try and measure. Make sure they're of the same width. Amani height. Amani anakia. Just insert your words inside there, like that. Sizable these things. Then I have a bowl of oil here, and I'm going to smear. Akili yangu iko tu Kijaluo. Marvin, you've done me dirty.
I'm not even a Luo.
Kwenda bado still. I have to pin it on someone, and it's not me. So you apply oil on both sides, then you put your oil aside, you take your flour, then you go in with your flour generously. Be generous with the flour, because the flour is what makes it not to stick together. You're going to be combining the two doughs together. So flour it until it looks something close to this. Take the other bit and you funika it. Then you try and squeeze in this bit so that it kind of holds together. So after that, you flour this bit, you flour this other section, then you flour your working surface, and you press it down kidogo, then you start rolling. Let me move this thing so that I don't make any mess. I was taught how to make samosas by a friend called V. She's on Instagram as V's Foods. I'll check her nini, then put them below on the description bar. Check her out, give her all your monies. She does out and kitchen services when you have safaris, when you have guests, when you want your food prep done. Oh, is it called meal planning? She also does meal planning, so yeah, check her out for all that. I'll link her social media pages hapo chini. So with this thing, you want to roll it. Let me move this. So you want to roll it as much as you can, as far as you can. Keep rolling it to the farthest you can. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle. I'll show you how to do or what to do so that you get a perfect circle. So just roll it out. Don't mind how it looks. Well, mine is perfect because it's me. What do you expect? But anyway, don't be too hard on yourself. Just work on it as much as you can. Try and roll it out as much as you can. And it doesn't have to be a perfect circle. Mine is perfect because it's me, like it's Shafrican. So sorry, not bragging though. Not to brag. So roll it out, and yeah, that's about it. This goes on heat, and let me show you how that is done. So this is the rolled out dough. I'm going to put it over my pan, and as you can see, I've rolled it really wide. That is exactly how I want it. And then after that, I'll take down the heat to the lowest point. And this the samosa pocket dough is not supposed to be cooked as you cook chapati because it's very fragile. So you just choma it kidogo like so, then you turn to the other side. That is about it. Simple. So guys, I'm done rolling out the balls and then making them into this chapati thingies. And now I want to make the pockets, and this is the reason why I was telling you guys to roll it out as much as you can, because this is it. This is the reason why I was telling you guys. I want to cut them into, if you're a person who loves aesthetics, then this is it for you. I want to cut them into perfect circles, and then from there I will wrap up the samosas, and that will be it. We choma them and eat, devour. Can't wait, can't wait. Can you see, guys? Perfect circles. Perfect circles. This is a hack that I use. I roll them out as much as I can, and then I use a smaller plate that is circular in shape, then I cut them into perfect circles. After that, you take your knife and then you cut them into half. So after cutting out the into this, the pockets into this, I am going to be making the glue for the pockets that I'll be using to bind the squares or the edges together so that the samosas can really stick. The filling can stay inside the pocket. So for that I'll need flour, just plain flour with nothing else, just plain flour and some water. Pour in the water, and remember to pour the water bit by bit. And then you mix, as simple as that. You don't want it to be too runny. I'll show you the desired consistency that I want. I think this is it here. This is the consistency I want, not too thick and not too runny. This way, this makes a better glue. When it's too runny, you have to use a lot of it so that the edges of the pockets can stick together. When this is the consistency, this is the consistency you want to get. Because if it's like this, then you're going to be able to use as little as possible, because it acts, it really does act when it's this thick. So remember to make it as thick as possible. Not thick, not too thick. This is the consistency you want to get. This is the consistency you want to get. Because if it's like this, you're going to use a lot less than when it's runny. When it's runny, you're going to use a lot more. And then when it's too thick, you're really going to struggle with it. So yeah, after that, I promise to show you how you'd work with such kind of pockets that have torn at the edge. You'll just put it inside so that this other one overlaps it, and that way it's covered and none of your filling is going to get out. So for the samosa pocket, how you're going to roll it into that perfect triangle is you roll it, or you fold it into such kind of mini shape. Then you take your paste and then you put it on the edges. Make sure you go around all the edges of the first fold you made. Oopsie. After that, you bring in this other section and you ensure that this place is close to this other side. Make sure you also close this bit. Like when I was telling you to bring this other fold, I wanted it to come till this edge and the other end as well. I'll do this again so that I try and break it down for you guys as much as possible. And like that, you have yourself a perfect fold. Simple. Ensure that this place is closed. Let me show you that again. So, the place that was torn, fold it in. Then you take your paste all around the edges. Make sure you go all around. From there, take this other fold and ensure that it gets to this very bit. When you fold it, it gets to that bit. That is the way you make sure that this side is enclosed. That opening, that small opening that was there is closed. Then you take the filling, the paste yani, then you put this at the side as well. Down again, and you fold. Just like that, you have a perfect samosa again. So let's proceed to filling the pockets. You take the pockets. One trick I've learned over time is that you scoop just a little bit and then you go in. Shake it so that it gets to the depths of this pocket, like so that you fill up to this point. So put just a little bit so that it gets to this point, then you can proceed to filling it. You don't want to overfill it. In as much as I love a meaty samosa, you don't want to go in with so much of the filling. I forgot to add pepper on this nini in the beef, but it's okay. I can just make a chili, what is it called? I can make a chili dip and dip my samosas in. Then from there, after filling it in, I've not filled it all the way up. So after filling it in up to this place, I fold this in and push down the meat so that it looks something like this. Then I take the paste and put here on this bit. I'd have made a very bad teacher because I don't even understand what... Okay, I understand exactly what I'm saying, just that I don't know if it makes perfect sense to you guys. And there you go, you have a perfect samosa that is filled all the way to the top and all the way to these edges. Here you go. And I'll show it to you again just to make sure you guys got what I said. The tip I give you guys is just scoop a little bit, then ensure it goes all the way to this section of the samosa. Just shake it as much as you can to ensure that it fills up till the very bottom or the top when you invert it. Then you go ahead to fill in the pocket. Don't fill it all the way up to the top until it gets somewhere like there. Then you fold this in and push down the beef. Then you have something like so. From there you take the paste and apply it on this section. Ensure you apply it generously so that every bit of it gets the paste. And then you close the flap. Easy peasy. So guys, as I told you, samosas are a labor of love and I am so excited I'm finally done making them. And as I told you, you'll get good, you'll get better as time goes. Keep practicing and I'm hoping you're going to replicate this recipe. If you got this far and if you enjoyed this video, kindly give it a thumbs up. Give it a like, smash the subscribe button if you've not subscribed. And yeah. Turn on the notification bell so that you will be notified as soon as I put up any other video. Also remember to let me know in the comment section what else you'd want me to make, what other recipe would you want me to make. It's time to dig in, and I'm so excited. So I made a lunch or a dip, whatever you'd rather. I don't know if you guys can see. There you go. Do y'all see it? I mixed mayo, barbecue sauce and ketchup. Threw in some chives, the green bits you see are chives. I also put in a little bit of pepper because I wanted that extra kick because the samosas don't have any chili in them. So yeah, I also have lemon quarters for the aesthetics, and also they give the samosas this beautiful flavor. I want to pick one, dip it in the dip or ranch, whatever you'd rather call it. There you go. And take a wholesome bite. Take a wholesome bite. Look at that. It looks so good. It looks so good. Ooh. That was so good. Drizzle some lemon. Take another wholesome bite. My goodness. Let me get done with you guys so that I can get back to this plate of goodness. Thank you so much for dropping by here. I'm having a feast. My mouth is wow. The freshness from the dania and from the onions, the spices, the beef, the crispy, what is this thing called? The wrapping. And it's not as thick. I hope you guys can see how thin it is. It is very thin. Very thin, it's not thick. And then the meat is meating inside that. Oh my god. Amazing. Kindly try out this recipe and let me know what you think about it. Adios. Let me dig in. Let me dive deep into this.
Action.
Umesema hakuna mapenzi.
You love.
My love. Roll gigi out and then we're supposed to. Am I supposed to? You're recording. Okay. What do I say? You're already recording?
Yes.
No, that is not how it should be.
Should be
So adwa chako loso gini.
Ero betri oseto. Betri oseto.